we are at Burrator Reservoir at the car parking for Middleworth Plantation, and we're going to try and get today to a few tours around the back of the Rough Tor Wood, Middleworth Plantation. Try and catch Click Tor, the Deancombe rocks, and maybe get a closer view of the Cuckoo rock while the ferns aren't bushy and stopping you get there. One of the things I was talking about, Dad, these things have been coming out everywhere. What'd you say? Catkins? Catkin? I've never heard of it. They're like plants that resemble caterpillars coming out. Time of the year when the daffodils have just started coming out, so we're in pre-spring now. Oh, we found, look, it's like a little tor, Dad. Look, and the little teepee things in the background.
Campsites.
Yeah. Party time. What are we calling this tour, Dad? The car park tour. It's car park tour, surrounded by wooden teepees.
Earth balls.
What? Earth balls?
Earth balls.
Earth balls? Earth balls. Okay. Well, that goes with, there's a film called Spaceballs, so you can go with that film. Ah, it's probably blown over in a storm. Sulphur tuft. This mushroom is not edible. Too many of these plinths, I don't like it. They're turning it into a museum.
All the green stuff in branches.
Yeah, is that, would that qualify as lichen? Is that a lichen? I don't think it is actually. It's moss, isn't it? Trapped moss, but how to get up so high? Oh, it grows. Maybe it grows on the tree trunk and then falls, and then maybe it catches and grows there. Yeah, it's moss. Oh, he eclipsed the other one. More boulders here. You can call them at all. And there's the style we've been looking for. Staring me out.
Hi, horsey. Look a bit wet.
Yeah, he's a bit soggy, aren't you? You're a small one. You're very small. Short horse. How's it going? And then we go up here. We'll get that view of Leather Tor again. Christmas tree. What, how it's grown over the old wall?
Yeah.
Ancient growth. It's a big one. There's Sheep's Tor emerging again. And there's Leather Tor, looking quite like a mountain from this perspective. Third time seeing this view. Except this time we're going to go up into that field instead of continuing on to Rough Tor. The gorse flower is beginning one of its spring growth stints. There is a point in summer where it seems to all die off again and then the flowers come back up again. It's It's really weird. It's got different seasons from the other plants. Here we're at the corner of Middleworth Plantation. If you wanted to go and find the rough tours, you'd go in there. We're going up here. There's a bird up here somewhere. I can't see it, but I can hear it. I think I can see it now.
The track.
So this is the gate into the sheep store compound where we're going today. So the hunt begins for click tour. We're going to follow this wall and this tree line here all the way on the left side. And when the tree line ends sharply, we go more in than that down the valley, and then there's another little tree line. Follow that. Some farmery fields, might be a stream crossing or two on this journey. Well, weather predicted today was sunshine and blue skies, but they predicted wrong. We got this cloud here. The winds are like a chill breeze, shall we say. Are you liking this video so far? Look at that mound on the edge of sheep store, that stands out quite a lot. It's the climbing bit, I think. Here I've put on this dumb, unfashionable Ushanka now. Looks a bit goofy. Here up to Sheepstall. Not sure what that is. Is that Khachaturian? I think that's Khachaturian, yeah it is. And this here looks like the top of the hill for today. I think we've done it was steeper than Dad thought it was going to be, but it wasn't too bad. You're just going uphill until this point. Now we're going to be going downhill, I think, for most of the rest of the journey until we do Cuckoo Rock, if we do Cuckoo Rock. That's probably a PCWW 1944 or whatever it is. Water marker there. You can see Hentor in the background, I think. Is it Hentor? It was either Hentor or East Tor. I'm navigating light grass hillock. Yeah, there's baby head-ish grass here. Dad wants to see the PCWW here. It does say that. I think it says 1919 on it. No. Nope. It was 1919. After World War I, this was placed.
So it is one.
Yeah.
I didn't think this was the boundary area.
PCWW. Doesn't seem to say anything else on it.
No.
Yeah, icy winds today. But it is still February, it is still winter. In fact, it's snow territory of winter in Britain, so what do you expect? Actually, snow was originally forecast for this Friday, but I think they changed the forecast, so who knows? So we're going downhill now to that sharp tree edge, and then we'll be going inward from that. way back from Deancombe Rocks. We think we're going to take something called Middleworth Lane, which we've been on before. It's that medieval ruined farmhouse and the track right at the bottom of the Snapper's Tor Girt, which will lead us back to the Burrator, the other car park. I think we're reaching the bit where the first trees end, so that green bit beyond there must be where we're going to find Khachaturian. There's a bunch of farmers' walls in here, not farmers' walls, but like old farm walls. I don't know if they've got styles, but we're opening up through the corner here. You can see the Tours, down the Tor, I think. No, that's not down Tor, I think that's Leather Tor or Sharp Tor, and this one I think is down Tor. Looks like they're mixed up, and that's Coom's Head Tor, and then that's down Tor. Maybe I have got it mixed up. Oh wait, hold on. Is that Cuckoo Rock? Yeah, so this one's Coom's Head Tor because that's Cuckoo Rock. There we go. That's third tour for today. So it looks like there's a bit of a stream valley here. We've got to try and, I think, get to that track. So I think Dad's managed to cross it there. Don't think it's that bad a stream. Oh, is this a stream or is this a puddle? Oh, I thought it was more of a stream. That's weird. It appears to be flowing down here, but into a puddle, and then there must be a hole in the ground because it continues down there where there's a dry tuft here. That's weird. Must flow underground. Here's the track on the other side. I think we're actually going to break through there where that says public footpath, and we're going to try and cut a corner of the green, I think is what we're meant to do here. Here is the map for today, if you can see it. Public bridleway. There's some fenced off thing here though. Ah, it's interesting terrain around here. There's where that stream goes down there. And there's the corner of Middleworth Plantation we just come from. Slightly slanted land here. There's Down Tor. And we can see Hingston Hill. I think that was a gravity gate because it had no holster. There's interesting terrain here. We've got a diagonal slope we're contouring around. And there's, is it Coom's Head Tor? I think it's called Coom's Head Tor, that one. Yeah, it is. Which is above Cuckoo Rock, so we'll be in proximity of that. Do I want to cut corner here?
Yeah,
yeah, you've done this more than us then.
So
I'm trying to do the west, what I call the western line, which is all the tours on the west of Dartmoor.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've not done much of the southern moor yet.
Yeah, southern moor's bad terrain when you get, there's a place called Red Lake I think, and there's like, you know, the baby head tufts, some of them come up to chest height around there.
It's not as bad as people, I mean we're two quite elderly ladies.
Yeah, no, it's,
you know,
you can get through it, it's
everything.
just, yeah, depends what part of the moor you're in, you see different kind of terrains, don't you?
Yeah.
We've done like 200.
Well, she said they've done 400 walks.
400
We're
what?
getting message, definite path.
Definite part. Yeah, I know there's a track. It's on the map, but it goes to the river, goes down. So we just bumped into two elderly lady walkers who are doing. They say they've done something called the Dartmoor 400. So they've done 400 tours. They're seasoned tour baggers, and they're also looking for Khachaturian. We're going in two different directions to try and find it. So they're taking the path that goes downward to the river. And we're taking the one that stays up on the bank near the boundaries.
Are we following this wall?
Yeah, let's try and find a Y-shaped connection between 3 walls. So we are trying to find this connection. There's a little plantation of little shorter dry trees here. It's quite interesting. Like an orchard or something. Lovely view opening up. There's some rocks here. This is it, I think. Well, let's find the boundaries of the wall. But there's lots of rocks here which I think would be clicked off. So, let me put this map away. Yes! So, let's find all the rocks. There's 2 big rocks here. And then on the slopes downward into the valley there's 3 rocks. Big boulder here. There's a rock in the field there, and a rock here. This looks like, yeah, this looks like the Y-shaped junction actually. You can see one wall here, one wall goes off sort of that direction, and then one wall is broken. It's very old, path going through it, but you can see the line of where the wall used to be. What a cool terrain this is around here. Look at this tree, look how old this tree looks and how giant the trunk is. Whoa. Stuff on the floor I'm tripping over. Oh, I should have done that for the lichen, look at that. It's kind of amazing. Such an old massive tree. I don't know, is that an oak or what? What type of tree is this, do you think, Dad? They seem evergreen.
I don't know.
It's not an oak. It's a thick... What? Conifer?
Yeah.
Conifer. Yeah, so you've got a bunch of scattered boulders, mainly for click-tor. There's a bunch of them downhill from here. That's the Y-shaped wall over there. It's old, it's not a big built-up modern wall or anything. Dad says he's seen a face-like thing. What do you think's a face? The green mossy rock.
Can you see it with 2 dots, with 2 eyes?
You reckon those are two eyes, eh?
Yeah. Can you see just to the right of it, lower down, there's a gate down there?
Yes, I can sort of make out a gate, although this camera
is this a wall
refuses to focus. Oh, that's hard to get focus on, yeah. That gate is right down there. So I'm standing on what I believe to be click-tor here, or one rock of it. There's the valleys down there. So Dad reckons he's seen photos of a tor with, was it trees going out of it? Small bushy type things. Well, we've got a tree growing out of this one. Well, I mean, in summer this is surrounded by ferns, so it's probably very bushy. We'll scour the area a bit before we move on to Deancombe, which is, I think, over there in the end of the river valley, somewhere over there. There's this side of the tallest boulder of Cook. Just going to have a look around this area. Another big, I guess, conifer going on what Dad said. This area would be very ferny in summer, a little bit tricky to get through. That's quite a big rock actually, that one. Okay, Dad's behind me saying there's a bunch more rocks. We've got this fella here. Moving across to Dad now. through this little orchard. I like these little trees. There's another rock there. So Dad's next to a bit of old wall here. I want to go down, let's go over there then. Let's have a look at those mossy rocks as well. No, I think we found it first. Yeah, but I have my maps. There's a big hole here in the ground. Don't put your foot down there. It's like a badger.
I want to.
Okay, you can if you want. Yeah, it's your choice. Dad is opting to put his foot down the badger hole. So I don't know if it's old tree roots here, but the ground is a bit iffy. I don't know if there was any mine workings or... Doesn't look like a place you'd do mine workings, to be fair. We have the evergreen trees look quite nice with their greens here standing out in front of Downtor. No, this is alright, this is alright. Ah, I could have done lichen on this as well. I like this kind of lichen. The hanging kind. It looks a bit like sheep's wool stuck on a tree. So Dad was pointing out there's quite a few stones here. They're covered in moss, these ones, and they've got a bit of different tree cover. There's a big one right on the corner there. Gonna go down a bit. Old fella right here. These are smaller, but I suppose a bit more characterful. Mossy rocks. It's more of a path if I go this way. Oh, steady feet here, Dad. There's a steep hill down here.
Yeah,
very steep. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit steep, so we're looking at a steep fall here into what looks like a dry stream valley. I would have thought there'd be a stream at the bottom of this. So we'll be walking alongside the other side of that later on to get back to the car. Here's this big cliff rock here. I'm going to call this second stack of Khachaturian, all this mossy stuff over here. Don't trip on a root, that's the worst thing. Oh yeah, I get quite a good cliffy view here of the dry stream valley. Another rock here. We're on like a corner now. Came from that way, right angle-ish, going along the cliff bank here. So there's this boulder here, seems to end, and there's a gap. But there might even be more rocks over there by the trees. Yeah, you can see that in summer this will be very furry, giant green ferns, and I don't know what the tracks would be like. It might be hard getting through. So winter's probably a good time to come. There's a deer running. Oh, I could not catch that in time. They're on the other bank. I wonder if there's any rocks over there. So, lovely old tree here. This one's quite low down to the ground. It's falling into the hill. And there's some more big rocks here actually. I will call this third stack Khachaturian. Let's go lower. There's a bunch of low-level mossy rocks here. Again, these are smaller than the first stack, but quite characterful with the moss sitting on them. There's a little a birdhouse of some kind just down there. That's interesting. I wonder if that's occupied. The cliff is not so cliffy here. There's some rocks, the trees embedded in.
Is that more further down there?
More, yeah, there's a couple around that tree there, and there's a birdhouse tacked to the tree.
Oh yeah.
You see, I don't know what lives there. And this is, there's another birdhouse down there actually. There it is. There's like a fourth, I guess you could call that a fourth stack, but it's quite low down up there. There's a big fallen tree over all of it.
Right, so
bunch of mossy rocks.
Here or what?
More of this stuff here.
High,
So we are going down here. I just checked the map and got rid of my fleece because it's getting a bit hot. Lots of little things you can trip over on the ground here. Woodland kind of terrain. Little rocks, little tree roots. Beware of that. So we're going to try and get down to the stream or river. I don't know which one it is. I don't think it's the Meavy or Mewey, which are both the same thing, by the way, I found out recently. But because it goes off a different direction, but we have to cross this at some point.
Is that a doorway?
Oh yeah, there's an old building over there. This is a nice little area. We're going over the style, Dad.
Yeah. So let's go have a look at that.
Dad's going to have a look at the building-y thing. This is a nice little stream. It's not a very steep valley, not here at least. We will go over the style. That actually says Deancombe on the thing. What does that say? There's Dad's investigating the building thing.
Right.
I'm on this side.
Yeah, look.
Oh yeah, some more boulders down there. We're currently going the wrong way down the river. We're going the wrong way, but just to see these, so that's that building thing there. And then we've got these big stones here. There's a stack 4 of Khachaturian. I don't know if I should call these a stack of Khachaturian or not. They're right down by the river. Maybe it's just best to say that right on this corner, all the rocks you'll find are Khachaturian. But that first one was the one that I'd found marked on maps. So, this is quite nice though. So it's just a little bit too deep for crossing around here, but I suspect when we go up near the tor there will be a crossing point because there are tors there and miners' hut ruins and tracks. So Dad crossing the stile. You want to take the low route? Oh yeah, it's kind of veering off. Shall I? Yeah. Let's go. Let's try and keep it low then. Well, yeah, it might. The whole thing might be actually the root of the fallen tree. It's a big fallen tree, actually. Yeah, I think there was a tree island there, and it's fallen. So there is a high rampy route here, but we're going to stay near the river. I think the track is actually a high point there, and it's going down again. Actually, maybe ramping down. The river's like splitting and splitting over here, so don't fancy going there. Look at that very grey tree bush thing. I wonder if that blooms in summer, or if it's like those ones we saw on Pewtor that stay skeletal. I think if we stay down here we might get cut off by bog terrain, possibly. There is a little muddy ramp there, but let's have a look over here. Yeah, this is boggy here. So it was too boggy down there. We've just clambered up the bank to where the ramp goes. So don't do what we did, come up the ramp bit. It's a bit too boggy near the river. Just gonna go back to the ramp and have a look, because there's a stone. Could be an old gate post here or something. So you can see a lot more from up here, in fact. It's nicer. You can look over at Cuckoo Rock and see it's got quite a lot of boulders, and it's a bigger tour than it looks from over here. Now on the far side of the riverbank you got Cuckoo Rock. That's the Cuckoo Rock, I believe. And then all these boulders coming down the bank from it. Maybe it used to be a bigger tour. And over here, Deancombe Rocks looks bigger as well. So we're still following the river from up here and looking for Tinner's Hut ruins, possible crossing point, and try and get to those Deancombe Rocks. It's quite cool here. You can see Khachaturian Leathertor up there, and then there's that lichen. Dad says you can see a waterfall from over here, so I'm going over to him.
Through there.
Oh yeah, there's a little one. And then there's an island network over here. The river's splitting and splitting over there. Cuckoo Rock's up there, I think. Deancombe is not blocked off by a river on this side. I think it's on our side of the river. So I think we can get to it from here possibly. Or should we take the high route? I don't know if I should take the high route or go that way. Oh, got you! Don't fall backwards. And based on my mistake last time, I'm taking the high route this time so I can see what's coming up. Doesn't look too boggy there, but it might be up there. There's some big boulders emerging down there. Big boulder right here though. Got some on this side. That looks quite gentle down there, but it's probably looks deeper when you're down there, to be honest. There's one little way down the track here. You gonna go down here or? Okay, I'm going down here. I don't know if that bit you're on links up. Let me have a look. Got flowers coming out on the gorse here. And those are those boulders. I want to go and look at those. So we found this. This is a good crossing point for these to start the tour here. Takes a bit of getting to. In fact, this bit is quite deep actually. You wouldn't want to fall on that. I think we must be on some rock here. You can jump over this bit here. And to make sure you just don't go in the water. So it's boggy land next to these boulders here. Yes, so this area here, next to that stream, that's very boggy. But once you get to this bit, there's some dry land. So there's the boulders there. You've got Khachaturian Leathertor, you can see back there. Let's see if I can get to these, see how much dry land there is here. You can also see the distinctive Cuckoo Rock just up there. we're going to take it slow now. And up here will be the Deancombe rocks when we climb this hill here. So let's get a tad closer to these boulders, which is, I hope there's no bog. Hey, here we go, that's a little bit of a stepping plank there, stone plank. These little bubble boulders here, the low end of the Deancombe rocks. I guess you can call it lower Deancombe. There's the nasty bog, there's a deep pond in the stream, don't go in there, it's waist deep. And then we were on the other side, struggling to get here. Bit bad terrain right here. The tour is up here. Just had a little break. I did not think Deancombe rocks would be a tour that was so large. It's a big hill covered in boulders. So we're going to find a way round. Dad wants a shallower way. I'm more likely to take the steep direct route to the top, but the ground is lovely and non-boggy here. It's very nice. This is a different stage of ferns that I keep forgetting happens. After it goes blackish and red, it goes white and beige. Keep forgetting that colour scheme. Probably goes red when it's wet though. Here we are. It's not that steep here actually. Going up this gorsy path. Not gorsy path. It's ferny path, which in summertime I assume is very green and bushy. It's a grassier path here where the ferns don't grow. This is nice, but that looks muddy up ahead between the gorse. I'm more inclined to go this way to that big boulder. Now we're getting more up to the level of Cuckoo Rock now. See the valley we came from and the trees up there. Click tour all in that woods there. In a big corner. Ah, it's quite nice up here. Some big boulders. Might get a photo with that. Tinner's hut should be around there somewhere. There's the Tinner's hut. Climb up past the big buddy here. Big buddy boulder. It's like a narrow shard just there. There's more little hills and valleys here. That's a good shelter. You can fit in there. Those rocks are leaning on each other. So you got another kind of, there's a double valley there and there's some rocks over on that one. And there's a few rocks over on the next bank along. That is Coombs Head Tor up the top there. We briefly stopped at that. There was an angry horse. Go there if we can cross the river. What's this? Is this a trench or a crater? Oh no, I think it's mossed over rocks that we're on, but there is a bit of a crater there. This could be a mining crater maybe. What's that bird? I think it's a crow. Yeah, I think this is like a mining crater where they excavated a bit of rock, would be my guess. I guess the top is around here somewhere, vaguely. Dad's made it up. Big big boulder of granite there.
Black hat out top.
There's the boulder I climbed up to. We're on the top now. There's lots of boulders around here. The big volcano crater mining girt is there. There's where we came from. Might be disappearing soon, so one last look. Now we've got to try and get down to there.
Where's the top of it?
Huh?
Where's the top of it?
I think we're on the top. It's kind of obscured by fern, by gorse there, but maybe
a bit further on,
maybe that's the top where the biggest gorse is growing. But we're basically on the top.
Yeah, look up there.
Yeah, there's more on this. See, there's kind of an island system there.
Oh, that's a separate.
And there's the stream.
There's a clearly marked crossing point.
There was never a clearly marked crossing point. But I really want someone to release a Dartmoor map of all the bridges over all the streams. Do that. So let's have a better look at this. So I don't think that's a stream that runs on through there. I don't know what that valley is, but it doesn't seem like a stream from what I can tell. But that one is down there. There's a forward looking bit there. I think I'll walk along down there beside the stream. Let's find a way down. It's a big broad one here. We're kind of zigzagging here between the ferns. Not too bad at the moment. All that rock up there. Deancombe is bigger than I thought, like Snapper's Tour was. Boulders, there's a really nice shelter there. Look at that.
Oh, a tent.
You could put a sleeping bag just long ways there if you could get all the poo out of it. That's got to be a mining hole there. That's got to be someone taking granite for mining purposes there. Back on with the unfashionable hat. Yeah, it's pretty quick to come down into this fake valley here, and there's no stream at the bottom of it. That was easy. Let's go down into this trench actually. And we're near the stream, so we gotta look at crossing points now. So there's saying goodbye to Deancombe Rocks. I found this here, and I think I could probably step over this in 2 steps. And there's an old wall here. Gate posts, gates. Over there's the bit of the Timmer's Hut ruins. Oh, and on the right there's even more. Let's have a look at these. A loo. I think that is an old toilet or something. Tree. This is a bit like the one near Nuns Cross. Another wall there. Deancombe over there. Another gate there. Oh, careful. There's a clearer hole for a window on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant that one. some rocks in that field there. Did we miss that? As part of our click tour. See that green field? Some rocks bang in the middle of that.
Oh, I see,
yeah. Yeah, I'm in a room, I think. Oh, maybe this was the interior and we're looking out of the window. Oh no, there's another interior there. There's another bit of wall over there. Wall here. Nice flat bit of slate there. It's a fallen over fence post thing here. Lots of fallen over things there. See the inner room. Okay, so we're leaving this. I don't think it's called Deancombe Farmhouse. I think that might be further down, but this is an old ruin. I'm going to briefly go up Cuckoo Rock because I can see it just there. Let's try and get some audio, not from there, but from here. So yeah, it's definitely taller on this side. This is Cuckoo Rock, like audio. Did indeed cut out just there, so might not really be talking about fix now. My audio from this Rode mic is messing me around today. Hey sheepy, go through the wall. No, go through the wall. Oh, you fail.
Really white.
Bright white lichen. Pure patch. Just brunched against this stupid bush. It's got tons of friggin' thorns and stuff all over it. Nasty. That's Cuckoo Rock again. It still looks kind of small when you're away from it, but it's actually big. Bouldery fields forever. So I found a bit of a green track here, and there's the gate. I'm going to try and... there was a bit of a puddle under the gate. I don't know if it was a stream or a puddle though. We got ugly mini runoff streams here. These are the worst on Khachaturian, by the way, after a big rainstorm. Nasty on Khachaturian. It gets more deeper there. It's like across a muddy double runoff stream here. The gate's got mud patch in front of it. I think that's like a public footpath thing, but I'm not really sure. It's a picture of a man. It doesn't really explain much. There's a weird stepping stone adventure there, though, because you can't get over this big mud patch to the gate. They've put some weird stepping stones just under these tree branches that you can grab hold of. So we're doing little monkey swings along the tree branch while tiptoeing on the rocks. It was quite funny actually. I couldn't really film during it. Do you know what the symbol means, Dad?
What?
It's just a man on some hills. Do you know what the symbol means?
No.
Alright, we're going in anyway. We're going along it anyway. There's lots of segmented fields there that I used to get back from Coombs Head Tour when I walked up there before. Tree full of hanging green sheep lichen stuff. Middleworth Plantation. We're trying to find Middleworth Lane. In the forest there's like dark trees, and then there's like a kind of pinky red tree in the middle, and it's forming an L.
You're looking in the same place.
There's another one. Oh, look at that tree, just absolutely coated in this this sheep lichen. Bent tree here. Yeah, this looks like a kind of a footpath. It looks extremely well worn, like people visiting the tours have used these tracks before. There's some ruins up ahead. Maybe this is the Deancombe farm ruins up here. This is a nice track. I really like this track. It's not stony and bad on your feet, it's grassy, but it's like short grass, dry grass. Let's go see the ruins of what I think is Deancombe Farm, because that was on the map as being somewhere around here. Sheepies milling about it. Old walls. There's a room, a house room, I guess, and there's another one, I think, with trees now growing out of it. Fence post, gate post there. Yeah. And then I guess the track goes down this side of it. It's kind of cool. Oh, a big broken down tree. Old tree, snapped in a storm. That's a shame. I wonder when that happened though. Looks like it's sprouted up since then. Look at these chopped off branches, they're all like re-sprouted. They probably grow little flowers and things in the summer. And then there's this giant arm reaching out. A slab block. Over this gate. You can see the other side of the stream or river there, I think. Can't see the river itself though. Deancombe Brook. There's even more farm ruins. There's a bit of a stream crossing the track. Yeah, a stream comes from up on the moor, up on the tors there. Rolls down, maybe from down tor. Rolls down there. Got an old sign here. Public bridleway to Sheep's Tor Common. Ah, I guess the Sheep's Tor Common is what I've been calling the Sheep's Tor Compound. Public footpath Coombs Head Farm. Oh, is that what that was? Okay. Maybe it wasn't Deancombe Farm, maybe it was Coombs Head Farm. And this one says Middleworth Farm. We've seen those ruins. So we're on the Middleworth Lane.
Yeah, I know.
Weird tor kind of rock on the corner there. What tor is this?
There's a bit more wall on there by the bit.
Yeah, this is definitely Middleworth Lane. There's old wall here, that was probably a building, I think. So we've almost done a complete circuit today, visiting 3 tors and a couple of ruined farms.
Not almost, we've got miles to go.
I haven't got that long to go. You can see the edge of the woods down there.
Oh, that round.
Yeah, what's that, a feeding pen or something? Farmer's feeding pen or something? Tree leaning on a big old triangle. There's a long collapsed tree, just like splintered into loads of little tiny pieces of wood. There's the corner of Middleworth Plantation where Rough Tor lives. So we walked past that corner on the other side earlier today. Here's the Middleworth Plantation. If we zoom in here, I think we can see the first rocks we found of Khachaturian with those conifers. I think they're around there. And then more of it obviously in that corner that's hidden in the woods there. A few tor-like rocks here. Get into the age-old debate of what is and isn't a tor. What qualifies? Does it have to be a rock bigger than a Ford Fiesta? Are we gonna... I have no idea. I have no idea. Proper destroyed wood in there. Lots of smashed out trees. Oh look, and we can see the top of Down Tor from this little glimpse. That's cool. So after that circuit I have a sore left toe and a sore right knee, and I'm wondering where my pure blue sky sunny day's gone. Grrr! Where is it? So I think now I can pretty much identify Snapper's Tor as being mainly that one and the ones below it.
So I put my email address
To reply.
I was trying to look at, but it said they won't show it to me, the information I'd after, unless I send them my email address.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, so Trump that White House .co or .us or something like that. You said something like, right, we're nearly back.
Yeah. We are nearly back. What are you talking about? Look, we're under Snapper's Tor. We're passing Snapper's Tor. We'll be back soon. The Gert will be on our right in a sec. The thing that leads to the Gert. This weird indentation here. It's like beveled inwards. It's like a keyboard space bar.
Somebody's bed.
Someone's bed. Got a nice comfy dent in it. Yeah. track to who knows where. Track to the river, the brook. So this, I think, we're at the bottom of the Tinner's Girt, which is a big dent that snakes around in a nest there, and Snapper's Tor has mostly fallen into it. So I don't know if it's this one on the right. I think it's this one where the tree is. Yeah, I think that's where it is. If you were to walk up there, you'd reach it.
I can't remember seeing this track.
There's Middleworth. We've been on this track, but not this far down. No. Have a sip of water on a rock. Chill out. There's a bunch of rocks up here. Could be a tour. Who knows? Who knows? There's something I would call a tour. Where we camped. Big dent here. I'm guessing that's a mining op. Lovely gorse flowers, they're going to be all over the place in March, thickly. I'm guessing that is Middleworth Tor. It looks a lot nearer from this angle than it should be though, which is strange, but hey. I'm going to note down this location and check out if that's exactly what I think it is or something else. Dad's happy because he finally seen the farmhouse. Look how big these friggin' trees are. So massive, look at this one. There's a huge tree covered in moss down here. It's got loads of mini trunks feeding into it. It's just huge. 3 fingers. Ah, you can see from the track that Tor. I think it is Middleworth Tor. I just didn't realise it was so close to the track back there, especially when this winds around here. It's like a straight track up to it. Is, I think, Middleworth Farm Ruins. I think that's what this one's called. There's the little one. So that previous one was, where you can see it. That one there is Middleworth Tor. This one there is this smaller one. I think I called it, I can't remember, a Little Middleworth or something like that. And there's the farmhouse, which is quite nice to peep inside in summer because it's got flowers and shit inside. So one of those old women we talked to who are doing the walk said that on Leather Tor there is a cross, and it's on this side facing Burrator, and it's located near a tree, a bit like the Narrator cross. So I think you have to look to find it because it's smaller. So I don't know where that cross is. Like an iron cross, I think? Somewhere out there. So that signifies that we're near the car park now. So that was a circuit around Middleworth Plantation and over the Deancombe Brook, where we took in, clicked all what we could find of it, the Deancombe rocks and Cuckoo rock, which I actually reached this time rather than looking from afar from Coombs Head Tor. Thank you for watching. That's Kings.
Willows, aren't they willows?
It's not a weeping willow.
No.
A different kind of willow, is it?
Oh, there are different sorts of
Ah. Dunno. Just like the moss doesn't want to grow on it. That particular kind of its chemical composition is not what the moss likes.
Does the moss prefer bark? That looks like the bark's come off.
You think the bark's come off? I don't know why it would be. Are you sure a tree's just not like that?
No, because the bark
It's maybe a different kind of tree, I thought.